Right. Hello, witches. This is High Priestess Jamila. Hello. So, today I'm going to talk to y'all about using a knob candle. And these are some of my favorites to use, just to let you know this is considered to be beginner's magic, okay? But for more complicated, more in depth spiritual education, you guys can contact me. All of my links should be listed below. If they're not, I will put them in there. I do offer classes in witchcraft. Um, and so if you guys want to contact me for that or to purchase spiritual work, all of my links are below. Knob candles are some of my favorite. Okay. And let me put that right there. And it's because of what you can do with them. It really kind of helps. Now, first of all, usually a knob candle is going to have 7 knobs, okay? And you can actually use these, and this is probably advanced candle magic that I'm talking about. When you become more advanced, you can actually use these. The reason why these are so good is because you can specify dates and times on a knob candle. And so the way I would use it, okay, thank you, Goddess. The way that I would use it, the way that my spirits have taught me to use it, is that you can either use it to manifest. You can use it. You can use them for transmutation. Whatever your intent is what you can use it for. So um what I am going to be showing you guys is how to overcome pretty much any negative situation. Okay. Now, just to let y'all know, this is just really the mechanics of it. Okay. So if you really, really want this work or to learn how to do this specific work, you guys can contact me. But just to give you guys the basics. Okay. And I always use my feather. It's a quill. And so what you can do is you can inscribe dates and times on here for certain stuff to manifest, or, whatever it is. So, for example, if you want, let's say that you need emergency healing, okay? Or if you need, because here's the thing about what I can tell you is that if you're not feeling well, you're going to have a hard time manifesting anything. So if you need healing, or if something like that, you can specify, hey, I'm going to have myself healed. The one thing that I love about these is that you can also program them to clear the chakras, certain energy points. Okay. But for the most part, this is going to be for the crown. Now, here's the thing. As soon as I took it out of the plastic, I realized that it was broken about right here. Do not throw this candle away if that's the case. What that is telling you is that you are going to specify either a time or a date. So you either want to go by times or dates, right? So you can program it to do things within an hour, or maybe 2 hours, or maybe a day or 2 days. Okay. Um, what I would do is write a petition, and you want to specify on your petition. I'm not going to show you what I have specified, but you can specify on your petition by the hour what you want to manifest. Okay. So that's really why I love these candles, and I've been using them for years. There's always a spell for that, just to let y'all know, um, no matter what the situation is. Okay. So very simple, because I'm going to be coming back, and actually I got to get this. I wanted to go through this and explain. Um, Actually, it's only 2 o'clock, so I got plenty of time. But I'm gonna be back to do some dark goddess readings in a few minutes, so I'm excited to be doing that. By the way, hit that thumbs up because I don't know who's in here, and I noticed that we've had no thumbs up yet. So, I'm wondering who's in here right now. I'm gonna do a roll call or something. Again, this is very basic magic. Very, very basic. Okay, the other stuff, the astral travel, the spiritual defense, if you're going to be doing this, you have got to, um, learn about all of those things. Okay, so I am going to try to pan up to this top one right here. So what you do is you specify, like I said, you inscribe the date and the time. You want to put the time zone as well. And as you go down the knobs, you're going to consecrate this with your intent. Typically, the way that I do it is if is I say it, if I envision it and say it. If I'm not able to envision it at that moment, then I say it and then I come back. So charging your candle, knowing the appropriate way to charge your candle is important because the candle essentially turns into a power vortex for you, okay? Because you're going to be using earth, air, and fire, and then water. You're using all of the elements. You just got to give it spirit. All candles, even if it is, this kind of candle, all of these candles represent earth, air, fire, and water, okay? Because when the wax starts to run, that represents water, okay? So, in this case, for this particular candle, we're binding some negative spirits. So we got a jar here. And so how do you figure out whether or not you should do it hourly or you should do it daily? It depends on the days or either the time frame that you're working with, okay? So I'm going to fold up my petition because I have an extra petition that I'm going to put under this jar. And I've already done a lot of consecrating. So I'm just going to, at this point, I'm going to take the candle and stick it on top of this jar. Okay. Now, I may have folded that a little too much and it's not wanting to lay down for me. So I'll just unfold it, face it upward. Okay. What goes up must come down. Okay, when you're doing time sensitive work, um, you have to, I would say use a knob candle, okay? Now, for this one to give it a little bit more, what do you call that? To give this one a little bit more traction or either stability on top of this jar. And yeah, I am going to use a pan. Actually, I'm going to use a pan. I'm going to go downstairs and grab it real quick. Now, these knob candles, you have to watch them. And it's because you want to make sure, and you know what? It's one other thing. You see how that candle is sitting up there nice now? One other thing, use a candle snuffer for this one. Okay? So I have one. I'm going to go and grab it when I go and get the pan. And so you just want to put the candle on there. You don't have to be in a rush. Like I said, you want to get things started in advance. This one is going to be lit at a certain time that I have written down that I'm not going to say on here, but you want to write the time that you say you're going to light it. That's when you want to light it. Okay. Or, for example, it may take an hour or less than an hour so you can start in advance. So let's say that you were doing this for 2:30. You could light it at 2 o'clock. And, as long as it's burning or either the knob is gone by that time, you can go ahead and snuff it out and then wait for your next time. Okay. So for example, if you want something set for 5:30 p.m. or 5 p.m., then you can, burn it beforehand, but make sure that you snuff the knob out, okay, before you just got to be creative. I know that Spirit actually came to me and told me how to use knob candles. Um, so, and because I don't know, if you Google it, you may not get this information. So, that's really what my spirits, now everybody's spirits uses these knob candles differently. Um, but so it depends, okay? You want to go by what your spirits tell you to do intuitively. Okay, and you want to study the petition, and you want to provide a link between the two, so you can, it's fine to open it. Mm-hmm. So you can consecrate each knob for either the same intent or even different intents. Okay, and okay. What in the world? I must have some enemies in some high places. Good Lord, YouTube just be blacklisting me. Okay, real witches are not successful YouTubers because y'all know how it is about us witches. Let me go and look at my thumbs down, boy. They really acting up today, throwing temper tantrums because of the goddess. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Goodness gracious. You would think that after the seventh year of having a temper tantrum, they would learn better. Okay, YouTube must have me a little blacklisted today. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. It's some people on YouTube that really hate authentic witchcraft. They hate it. But you can't, you shouldn't hate witchcraft. You need to hate the people that are using negative witchcraft against you. It's so funny, y'all. I see my enemies and I see their enemies, and they don't pay no attention to their actual enemies. It's so funny to me. Their enemies got them so hemmed up that they like literally they're puppets for their enemies. It's so sad. I've seen it happen so many times. Good Lord. Okay. Let me light this up. Okay. Okay. All right. The only thing I'm going to put on this knob candle is oils. That's it. And we're going to put some copal on here, because we don't want folks, desperate energy to touch us. We want to transmute it too. I'm sorry. You want to transmute it. Because desperation ain't manifested. Nobody, nothing, nothing, never. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Let's get it set back up. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to put this on a table, which will give it more support. Because right now it's sitting on this carpet because I'm down here on the floor. Okay. So that's enough oil. evidently. And so the main aspect is that you want to focus on your intent. Okay, is what you want to do. You want to focus on your intent before you light the candle. Focus on that intent. Uh-oh. There we go. And then you light it. Wow. Where is my other lighter? My orange one? There it is. There we go. So again, this is gonna burn temporarily if you're doing it hourly. Now, a lot of times knob candles, it may not, the knob may not burn down in an hour. If that's the case, if that happens, just let it burn. Just let it go ahead and burn through, because you, especially if you're doing it hourly. Okay, now most people, they do this daily. But what I'm going to do is focus my intent, because I want this knob candle to burn down by a certain time, hourly. Okay. And so that's how you use a knob candle. I will be back, right back with some Dark Goddess readings, because I'm really excited about doing a few readings. So I will see y'all in a little bit. If you watching through the playback, and hit the thumbs up if you got good things going on. I guess there's a lot of unhappy people out there. Goodness gracious. Learn about witchcraft. You might get happy. Okay, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace and love.